Hey all, welcome back to the channel. James Sharmack here. So we're moving on with the, I guess we're going to call it the Reign of the Superman Return to Superman wave. We're doing the Hal Jordan armor suit figure next. A figure I was looking forward to when I heard about it, but as weeks went along, you kind of see that it's most likely a reuse. But we'll take a look at them regardless. Hope you guys did see the short video I made on Green Lantern 46, just because I want to explain why he doesn't have a light projection or a construct hammer. Obviously in the comic, as I showed, he uses Steel's hammer because Mongul's yellow and he still had the yellow weakness. So we'll take a tour around the box, take him out of the box. It's supposed to go in the dark, so we'll take a look at that, see how that works, and hope you guys like the video. Alright, so the box itself is, the usual Mcfarlane Toys, DC Multiverse on the bottom, Hal Jordan on the side right there, on the back, nice artwork from the actual comic itself. Obviously you can see the armor suit is going to differentiate. We'll discuss that a little bit. More on the window display on the side, window on the top, and yeah, there you go. Let's take him out of the box and take a look. So we have the figure out of the package, and obviously in comparison with the artwork, it's definitely a bit different. The artwork itself makes it look like it's kind of a, well, sort of like a interstellar kind of armor, but it looks more or less say reuse the steel out armor. We'll take a look at. Compare him with Steel in a little bit, but why quibble? It's still armor suit, I guess. I don't know what the storyline would be for the Mcfarlane, but it looks kind of nice. They did change a few things, obviously, for design, I guess. This looks a little different than Steel. Obviously, different chest plate, I guess. Boots look kind of the same though, but. I do wish it was, like I said, more comic accurate, a little bit bigger, because he has to construct the armor suit to, be able to hold up the hammer, because his arm's broken, so, needs a little bit more strength to it, a little support, but it is what it is, I guess, but, I'm not really complaining. I am, but I am not, okay? I do like the way the figure looks, even if it is reused, but, like I said, I wish it was more comic accurate, but, Mcfarlane Toys aren't really, but, so there's a decent amount of detail to it, I guess, even if it is mostly a reuse. So accessory-wise, it doesn't come with too much. Obviously, I try to set him up so he's like getting ready to swing the hammer, but the arms don't move so well to get him in that kind of position. But he has a hammer. Obviously, he has the DC figure stand, and he comes with a character card with the usual stuff on the back, which will probably give you, the description of the comic book we just did. If you guys haven't seen it, give it a look, see how you like it. If you don't like it, whatever. But yeah, I did make a short of Green Lantern 46 if you want to take a look. Okay, so posability is the usual Mcfarlane stuff. Head goes back about that far, goes forward that far, all the way around. Little tilt. Arms go up as far as the shoulder guards will let you go. And obviously, you can turn around, but I'm not. These things always pop out, so we're not going to try it. The butterfly hinge. He has a bicep rotation, double joint at the elbow, wrist back and forth and rotate. He has a diaphragm crunch and the waist rotation. Legs go apart that far at the hip. Go forward and back that far at the hip. Obviously the hip rotation or articulation, double joint the knee, angular rotation back and forth, and toe articulation. So nothing really new here. I guess Mcfarlane, obviously, if you why fix things that aren't broken? At least I don't think they're broken, but that's just my thought and my opinion. He does have that trouble standing up sometimes, so that is what it is. Now the figure's a little hard to pose on these kind of extreme poses. I think he's kind of imbalanced Like, obviously, with one of these figures, like, a little bit too far up, he's going to fall down forward. A little too far back, he's going to fall back. So just a little bit of a problem to get him, just right. And obviously, the base is doing a lot to hold him up, but still, some of these poses are all right. Okay, now we got a big old fat elephant in the room. We're looking at the steel figure, and well, the gauntlets are definitely different, so that's a plus. But the shoulder guards are pretty much the same. Boots are pretty well. Yeah, the boots are pretty much the same. Unfortunately, belt is pretty much the same. Even the crotch piece is the same. Chest isn't, but they did, obviously change the head sculpt. They changed the head sculpt, chest sculpts, obviously. I do like that they, change up the gauntlets to make it look comic, but I wish it would looked a little bit more comic accurate. But, again, if you, save a few bucks, put out a new figure, slap a different paint job on it, boom, you have a different figure. Not to mention that the hammers are different colors. Obviously, Seals is more of a metallic gray. That's just a bluish, I guess. And this is glow in the dark. I'm pretty sure the other parts probably need a longer charge to it, but at least we got the logo going on. I did, put it in the light for like a couple minutes, and he has been pretty much, in the light for like 20 minutes, but still, it is what it is, I guess. Now, there are no wrong ideas. It's just bad execution. I like the idea of them putting out a Green Lantern armor figure. I do, like I said, I'm going to keep saying it, I wish they stuck more with the comic. That would have been a lot cooler to, than just like, oh, we still have some parts for the steel. Let's rehash them and we'll save a few bucks. All we gotta do is just put on slap it with some green color, slap it with some glow in the dark color, and I do feel like the glow in the dark for the Parallax figure I reviewed worked a little bit better, but maybe it just needs a lot more charging up in the light than, say, half an hour. I don't know, but am I glad I had the figure? I am, but I am wanting more out of it. I wanted, when I saw the initial design in the comic, I thought that'd be a pretty cool figure, and it is it's a space armor, it's a galactic armor. That would have been cool, but I guess armor is armor, right? So it's all right. Better to have than have not, I guess, but I'm sure some people do argue otherwise, but it is what it is, I guess. Anyways, that's it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you did like it, and if you don't like it, that's okay too. It takes all kinds to make this world work. So obviously I've been doing a lot of shorts lately. Thank you guys for watching those. I'm just going to do those to knock down like figures I haven't reviewed that have been hanging around for a couple years or whatever. So far we're going the Atrocitus wave, I guess. And so far so good. Yeah, if you like those, let me know. If you don't, let me know that too. Hopefully I'm going to have some more to the Return of Superman figure wave coming on. See how it goes. I'm waiting on the Eradicator figure to come along. So we'll cross our fingers in that, and otherwise, the usual, guys. Keep on collecting, happy hunting. And if you haven't done so, if you like what I'm doing, subscribe to the channel. Like, subscribe, whatever, share it, whatever. My name is James Sharmack. This has been a Nerdom with J&J. And as always, keep on collecting, happy hunting.